Oh, nice. Okay, so you're familiar with this then.
Yes, very much so.
I should say that AyyLmao starts being the higher seed. He clearly knows.
Yeah, he's
Mansion is the first
definitely
round.
different from the console AyyLmao.
Oh yeah, for sure. What about the console AyyLmao? How's he?
The exact opposite of your AyyLmao.
I see.
Not a fast player, not exactly a bad person, but just not, you know, the top tier player.
I see. I see. Well, I mean, we've got a bit of a rank difference here as well, rather being obviously Gold League. Some of that may be down to being newer to PC though. Again, this is probably something to take into consideration.
Right.
We're seeing here, clearly AyyLmao is not one for the official maps.
And that's a shame.
Yeah, I mean, I think there's quite a distinct difference with AyyLmao between Random Workshop and the official maps. He's much better on the Random Workshop. Almost perfect.
Is he just not practice official, or?
I think it's just down to not liking the officials. Although I wouldn't be able to talk for him.
It's probably gonna be Speed City.
Rather Band's Dance Hall. We go to Speed City Nights then.
I pretty much called that.
Yeah, you did. Yeah, you said.
Everybody loves Speed City, including myself. I don't mind the map at all.
Oh yeah, of course. Although I have noticed since being in the tournament, a lot of the top 16 have actually opted for Dance Hall rather than Speed City Nights.
Really?
Yeah, I mean, it must be just I don't know, a difference between the top level and the mid level. But who knows? But anyway, we're gonna get into this. We've got Rather versus AyyLmao.
Both starting out very strong.
I mean, both players going pretty fast. Mistake there from Rather though. A bit of a waste of an item there from AyyLmao as well though. We're playing with checkpoints.
I'm not so sure about that one.
Rather takes the first point.
Yeah, checkpointed.
That's true, man. I mean, if you don't take advantage of the checkpoints, then I feel like you're sort of playing the map wrong almost.
Kind of.
We've got a new route coming up here. The boosts were changed, so you actually retain your speed now as opposed to how it was earlier. And then
yeah, I remember learning that. When I came to PC for a bit on my laptop, or my aunt's laptop, I saw that. I'm like, wow, that's just insane.
Yeah, it's crazy. The change is actually quite drastic. I wasn't expecting it to be so crazy. And interesting rocket there from AyyLmao. Explodes them both into the boost tunnel.
I mean, hey, I respect the play.
Yeah, I mean, not as effective though as I'm sure AyyLmao would have hoped. Seems pretty even here as well. AyyLmao could close it out here by throwing the ball back, but decides not to, saving it instead.
Just to spare his life.
Yeah, maybe gentleman's agreement. I've said that a few times. Doesn't ever turn out to be the case, but I'm gonna keep saying.
Either that, or he could be saving it for a certain spot.
Yeah, although I don't know whether I agree with that usage. Not so optimal play. Alright, well, Rather cycles through his rocket, clearly didn't want that. Gets the ball instead. Box, sorry. Oh, and a sneaky box usage. I don't know whether you saw that, but that's for next round. Rather's planting a box, trying to catch AyyLmao out.
Right. It looks like we might be heading to a sudden death here.
We could be. 19 seconds.
Can't say I can relate with my exhibitions, dude.
Yeah.
Alright. Give me one. Hold on a sec.
It's close. Maybe this box by Rather might come into play here. And it does. Rather lives. And it's even straight back up. Oh, a mistake by Rather hitting the boxes. Not dead though. Sudden death is closing in.
Ready.
It's a close one. Clearly AyyLmao is
pretty close. Could be a very long game for all we know.
It could be. I can imagine that both these players would rather play on the Random Workshop. I know that rather in his match versus me P-Bat would often opt for a Random Workshop map than official.
Yeah. It doesn't have to be fixed right away. My gameplay is a little bit behind and it's laggy, but I mean, at least I'm able to commentate.
Yeah, I mean, I understand that.
I'm seeing some very odd items here.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, I'm just a lot of usage and a lot of thought.
Yeah, it could be. Both these players obviously really, really fast, but...
Yeah, AyyLmao looking for some payback right now, dude.
Yeah. Was not going to move from that checkpoint. Got a little bit bored, maybe.
I would, too.
Oh, and a great pulse by Rather.
Ending AyyLmao's career.
Yeah.
Alright.
AyyLmao didn't have any boost there, so it was unavoidable.
So score is now 1-0?
Indeed it is, yeah.
So, how many is this going to?
This is a best of 7 match in the losers bracket.
Best of 7, okay. Oh, and you tagged 1 for AyyLmao. Rather won that game.
Oh, of course, yeah, my mistake. They both play Blue Cosmo, you see, I got confused.
Understandable. A lot of Cosmo players.
AyyLmao now doesn't have a score. It's fine, I fixed it.
Club V?
Club V.
I don't know about this one, Chief.
Well, it's a pick by AyyLmao.
Is this like a usual pick for him?
I think, yeah, he picked it in the exhibition match as well. Something to note about AyyLmao is that he's very, very proficient with grapples. You'll notice that he fits in maybe one more grapple at least into every section that you wouldn't even think possible.
Really noted.
Yeah, it's one of his strengths being an incredibly proficient grappler. Although I will say that that's sort of evened out by his item usage being less than optimal most of the time.
Right.
That could be where Rather gets the edge.
Yeah, way I see it though, Club V isn't exactly something I would pick as a profession.
Oh, yeah?
Or pick as a map at all. Yeah, I've said it in my exhibitions too, it's just that Club V doesn't really feel like a very skilled or fun map to play.
I mean...
That's just me though.
Well, I guess it could be for some players. Clearly AyyLmao disagrees, but the choice might be coming back to bite him a little bit. Rather's potentially taking another point.
Yeah, Rather's a strong lead up. He messed it up though. Oh, and the fireball ending him.
A great capitalization there by AyyLmao with the fireball. Evens up the game. Oh, and Rather forgets the fireball was coming towards him.
Rather didn't see it.
Must have forgotten or didn't see or something like that. Either way, we've got AyyLmao now in the lead.
Here's one thing that I can compare this match to some of my matches. Like, I don't know if you watch like Right Chest Kitties versus Mega Lightning. Just I like close matches. It provides content.
Yeah, of course. I mean, I did.
So
I
a
did
match
actually
like
watch
this just seems appropriate.
Yeah, very close, very close. I would be surprised if we saw a single official map actually, unless one player starts to dominate on the official maps, or the Random Workshop rather.
I just want to see some factory gameplay, honestly.
Oh yeah. I mean.
Yeah, only skilled players pick factory.
Of course, of course. I mean, a great rocket by Rather. It really, I mean, putting AyyLmao to shame a little bit in the item.
The freeze ray. What a console player.
AyyLmao with a lot of mistakes. Maybe the nerves are getting to him. This is uncharacteristic, and Rather with another win. This is 2-0 now.
I wouldn't be too nervous if I was in a loser's bracket.
I mean, that could be the case. I mean, I think players either take it one of two ways. You know, you either got nothing to lose, or you're fighting for your tournament life, and this could be it. You know, and one is drastically better mindset than the other.
Or maybe it depends on who you're racing. Maybe you want to beat that person.
Ah, yeah. I mean, yeah, it could be personal like that. Actually, that's true. So we've got Minery as a pick, being in the third map. Maybe AyyLmao can take it here. I don't know.
I've heard from a good amount of people they don't like this map. I personally don't mind it.
Yeah, I don't mind it either, actually. I think it's alright. Quick start by Rather, though. Rather seems just unstoppable right now compared to AyyLmao making a lot of mistakes. It just seems like nothing that AyyLmao can do is quite working out for him today. Although he does dodge that rocket barely. There's some ping issues clearly involving that.
Yeah.
Damn, it's tough. I really thought that AyyLmao
He's struggling a bit.
Would like stand a chance here a little bit more. Maybe it's a lack of warm-up, I'm not sure. Obviously they warmed up in-game, but Rather has been playing all day and AyyLmao has just gotten on. Maybe it's a warm-up thing.
Right, because he's been playing longer.
Yeah, I mean, Rather came into this, the second day of the Cosmonaut Circuit in winners versus AyyLmao, who went in losers. So Rather's played one more competitive game today than AyyLmao has. And as we're talking,
quickly dominated that third round.
Yeah, as we're talking, another point goes to Rather. This is match point.
Oh yeah, so best of 7 is first of 4. Okay.
Pitfall is the last map.
Pitfall. The only PC map that I was decent at. Like, when me and Rather played, this was the only map I could keep up with him, dude.
Oh man, so
not that it means anything, but like, I just thought it was funny.
Yeah, I mean, clearly both players showing that they're incredibly fast in this map. And you're saying from experience as well that, well, that's insane. As I'm talking about that, I'm being distracted by AyyLmao doing Z strats into the corners there to get the speed from the slopes rather than just grappling. Interesting use.
He's trying to be stylish.
I mean, yeah, I suppose so. If he's going out, then he wants to go out in style, I suppose. Although maybe I'm talking too soon. AyyLmao with another mistake. Rather, this time waiting for him, maybe. And a reverse grapple from AyyLmao.
Okay. Nice.
Maybe unintentional.
I respect the play, honestly.
Yeah. Oh, and a quick start from AyyLmao this time. It's interesting what's going on here. Both players now are using the Z strats. Ooh. It just seems like the consistency isn't there from AyyLmao today.
Ooh, the waiting.
It's a bit disrespectful, do you not think? Not giving...
A little bit, in some cases. I mean, if both players are messing around, it's whatever. But when one player is constantly waiting on the other, it's like, kind of BM.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, dude, is that... It's kind of a bit BM. Nonetheless, we still have AyyLmao in the game here, thanks to a wait from Rather.
Hey man, more content. Can't argue with that.
That's true, that's true. We
Well,
don't even have any
Rather
items.
might be ending this year.
A little bit of a mistake from Rather there. And the rocket is still going after AyyLmao.
Yeah, PC rockets are a lot more persistent than console ones, I'll tell you that.
Oh, really?
Yeah, console ones kinda like, sometimes they're fine and other times they just go off a completely different direction, but PC ones are like, on the target.
That's really tough from AyyLmao. And Rather waiting again. We've got a sudden death here, but it's not because these players are keeping up with each other, it's because Rather doesn't want to have the fun end so quickly.
He's playing with his food, which could bite him in the end.
It could end up by... To be honest, if AyyLmao gets his head on straight and starts thinking about actually winning and turning the dial up a little bit, we could see a comeback.
Although that fireball could have been really nice.
Yeah, it could have been. As you've been saying, the items are a little bit lackluster from both these players. But as I say that, Rather uses the ice perfectly and gets the win. That's a 4-0.
That's a 4-0. Alrighty then.